Wow, I have not done this in over like a month and a half. We are reviewing another Godzilla product from Hiya Toys, and yes, this is not a new one. This is an old one from Godzilla vs. Kong, the original default looking Godzilla. Now honestly, I don't feel like I'm going to be expecting anything out of the ordinary here. I think Hiya has then since increased the quality of these Godzilla products, and then their default Godzilla for GXK was probably their best. So I'm probably going backwards here, but couple months ago, I reviewed the Kong from GVK, so for consistency's sake, that's literally the only reason why I got the Godzilla here, just so I can finish off and get both Kong and Godzilla done. That being said, here he is in the old box. Honestly, I'm too spoiled now with the new packaging designs for the current Hiya stuff, and this does not look good. This literally looks like they just pasted the PNG of said figure onto the box and called it a day, and it had some like other artwork. This looks like too much is going on. It doesn't look that good in my opinion, but it's just the box art. Here's one side, here's the other side, here's the top, here's the bottom, and here's the back. Just a bunch of Chinese writing and a bunch of other necessities that if you really want to read it, please pause the video to do so. So interestingly enough, they decided to put the artwork on a vertical slope on the box for some reason. That's why I had to like move the camera up, but I'm pretty sure all you gotta do is just open it on the side. So this is how most of the Godzillas are now packaged in their boxes, on a horizontal box. But obviously I have to now lower the camera. So that being said, let's open the box. Yeah, this is definitely a downgrade, that's for sure. But don't get me wrong, when this was out in like 2021 or 2022, I'm sure this was really good quality, because obviously this is what we had so far. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, obviously I've been spoiled by the one we got later last year. This one released for GXK. You know, it's the same size, it's the same mold obviously, but the color scheme's a little different. Obviously with the GXK one here, he looks a lot more scaly, textured, and more detailed, so that's a given. This is what happens when you improve, right? So now you can kind of see how Hiya took their notes and try to put out a better looking figure. Well, the difference is not too obvious if you don't pay attention. It's actually quite subtle. But now that I have both of these and I'm looking at them both, I can definitely tell you that there has been some changes. For one, this color scheme is a lot more darker for this 2021 Godzilla here. He's a lot more darker and more on the gunmetal gray side, where this one is kind of starting to lean towards the silver side. So the color scheme has a massive difference there. Now in terms of articulation, you're pretty much looking at the same thing. I mean, you got the massive ball socket tail, so that's a given, and then you have ball articulation on the feet, the knees, and the main thigh, so good articulation there. Then you have really stiff articulation on the arms, the hands. Oh my goodness, that is tight. It's possible, but the ball socket is tight. Yikes. And then you can tilt the head as well, but that's also really tight for some reason. I don't know why. And then the mouth, open, close, obviously. Now, I don't know why my dorsal plates here are kind of bent up. Maybe in the packaging was just like that, but you know, you gotta straighten them out a little bit. Should be fine. But it's nothing like too new, nothing exciting for the articulation. It's pretty much what you expect. And obviously the color scheme is just mainly one color scheme. There's nothing new, there's no like blue, no atomic breath. This is just standard default Godzilla. So this is basically the new one. You can basically get the new one for GXK, but less detailed and darker. So that's the main difference. These two were the figures for the GVK line that Hiya put out. I mean, the con looks about the same size, so that makes about sense. This is a more scale accurate representation if you really want to go there. I don't want to beat around the bush and say, oh, this figure has so many new things. It's not. I literally went backwards, as I mentioned. So obviously, if you just buy the default Godzilla for GXK, aka this one, you are basically all set. There is no need to purchase this one. I just did it for the sake of consistency. Also, it was available to buy for me, so that's even why I picked it up. But how much is this? This was like, what, 70 Canadian dollars? So it is not cheap, but it's also not ridiculously expensive. But if money is tight, then all I gotta say is look for this one. Look for the new Godzilla, the GXK Godzilla, and you're all set. There's really no need to get this one. But if you want to get this one, I will say it's not bad. This is obviously much older. I do hope this is going to be cheaper because it's older, but I'm not too sure about it. But overall, for me personally, you know, it's nothing that exciting. I've seen it before. I've seen a better version of it, but it's not terrible at the same time. So therefore, out of 10, I am going to give it a 7 out of 10, just for simplicity and just to keep it straightforward. And obviously, of course, I'm comparing a new one and an old one. Of course, I'm gonna like the new one a lot better. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So that is my review on this 2021 GVK Godzilla from Hiya Toys. If you enjoyed, make sure to check out my other reviews of Godzilla stuff, because I have lots and lots of it, and I do have the statues as well, I think. Some of them, not all of them, but this is, of course, one of these exquisite basic action figures, as Hiya likes to call it. So be sure to check out some of the other ones I got, because I got more coming along the way. So thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.